viewers. Welcome to our channel, and we have a special video for you today. So, of course, we're in New York. We're on our vacation. We're at Stonewall Place. We're at the, right over there is the Gay Liberation Monument. And we want to talk about a movie we watched yesterday while we were up here. It's the 70mm unrestored version of 2001, A Space Odyssey. Of course, the film came out 50 years ago, 1968, directed by the great Stanley Kubrick, one of the best directors of all time. So we wanted to discuss how this movie is so timeless 50 years on, and talk about the presentation that we watched. So, Ray, you go first.
Well, there's magic seeing it on the big screen, such a large size.
Yeah, 70mm presentation is a grand thing. Of course, standard film is 35mm. 70 is grand and epic, because you have so much more detail and clarity to the image. And the reason this release happened is because the director Christopher Nolan lobbied Warner Brothers to do a new photochemical restoration and struck new prints of this. It's only playing in the major cities like New York and Hollywood. And I kept checking the website of the theater this was playing at, hoping that they would keep it running the week we were up here, and lo and behold, they did. So
there's a pretty decent crowd in there, so it must be doing well for them.
Oh yes, there was probably 100, 150 people in our showing, and it was a very grand period theater. I mean, I haven't looked it up or anything of when this theater was built. There's the Village East Cinema down in the Lower East Side.
The inside is very old-fashioned and grand. Very nice.
Yes, very, very nice. But I tell you, it's the interesting thing for me was that this is a movie I've seen. I can't count how many times. I cannot count how many times that I've seen this movie, and it found new ways to make me just feel so. It took my breath away. I was gasping at the great imagery I was seeing on the screen, and the great subtlety and performances. I mean, it's just it was like watching the film in a new way. And this is as close to the experience of watching it as an audience in 1968 would have. So that was really the clincher for me on why this is important that we saw this. But how does this film hold up compared to other science fiction films of the period and even of today?
Well, it's not hokey like a lot of them were. It's very timeless. You do have to get past the fact that the events of the movie were supposed to happen around the year 2001. But once you get past that,
and some even earlier than that too.
Yeah. Once you get past that, it's a pretty timeless story.
Yes. It was well written. Of course, as you well know, Arthur C. Clarke, he had a big hand in writing the story. Of course, it was a novel and a film being published at the same time. Of course, there were 3 sequel books to 2001.
Only one of which was made into a movie.
Yeah, and a very good point that I have made a couple times in the last day or so is that 2010, the sequel as a movie, is very much an 80s sci-fi film trapped in the 80s. But as a couple people have told me that the original 2001: A Space Odyssey, if you weren't told it was made 50 years ago, you wouldn't believe it was made 50 years ago. It was very much a timeless film. But it's still great, even though the predictions of where we would be in 2001, technology-wise, did not come to pass. It's still a fun look into the future to see what people thought would be the world 33 years from when the film was made. But still, by the time most people probably watch this video, the limited run of it will have ended. But still, if you've never seen the film, at least watch the film. And it's coming out later in 2018 on 4K Ultra High Def Blu-ray. I would definitely seek that out.
Yeah.
Because this is, bar none, the greatest science fiction film ever made.
And seeing the Stargate sequence on the big screen.
Oh gosh, I had bated breath through that whole sequence. It was just so mesmerizing to see Dave Bowman go across the dimensional planes that he went across thanks to the monolith. And that's the last point I want to talk about. What is the meaning of the monolith?
What is the meaning of the whole last 25% of that movie?
No one will ever know. I mean, what does the Star Child signify? I mean, I should have prefaced that with spoiler alert. But there's not really any big spoilers in this movie, you know. It's just...
It's a 50-year-old movie.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, you're shit out of luck. Sorry. Alright, so it's a timeless movie, and if you haven't watched it, watch it and enjoy it. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, please subscribe, please comment, please hit that notification bell. Then you get notified when the new videos go up. Especially hit that notification bell because YouTube's changing their algorithm again. And it's really important that you hit that notification bell so that you see all our new videos come up. Yeah. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye. We love you.